everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two teams with plenty of confidence. It's the Bengals going up against the Giants. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll set up to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Giants. Now back to throw. He gets it complete to him. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard. Leopard. Gone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play.
And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
And that is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down, Mariota. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the big offseason signing from Miami, Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Beckham, the return. quick return. 30 yards all in all. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Geno Atkins was back and fully healthy in 2015, and when he's like that, he is hard to move.
And a nice tackle for loss there. 17 of those last year, which was 2nd among all D tackles.
And following in the footsteps of his dad, Gene Atkins, a former NFL defensive back.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Bengals getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got it.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mario, the head and jarred loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they bring pressure from the corner, and the corner blitz pays off.
When you make it look like man-to-man coverage and then bring the corner off the corner, big plays often result, and it sure did on that one.
And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Over the middle to Beckham. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now to make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. They come out here in the eye.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator do?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, no. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hill, the lone setback. Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ray Malaluga coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. Get position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing, Mariota, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
First down, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, B.J. Goodson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. He finds Beckham complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They come out here in the eye. He'll go with a keeper. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will take it.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're in basement, yeah, big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glow in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant and half like, who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.